Also, part of your investigation, was there a significance as to any other house on Bradley?
Yes, also in front of Hernandez Govan.
Bang, 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 get money gang. You know this ghetto DVD coming to you live. Coming to you live, man. This day 2 of Govan trial versus Tennessee. This day 2 of the Govan trial. Day 2 of the Govan trial. Right now, we live right now. We going live. We live. We running it up live right now. You know, you feel me?
Are you familiar with
Oh yeah.
and what is it?
It's a top area view of the Bradley and Haynes Street, where 1174 Bradley is, and also Mr. Govan's address.
Permission to publish on?
You want to enter it first?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. Yeah, it's the next one.
All right, this is an aerial view of Bradley Street in Haynes. Generated by Google Earth. We'll mark this as exhibit 15.
Permission to publish. I'm sorry, just that, those little bitty numbers, at least they are for me. I'd like to pass you the clicker, and if you could, with the court's permission, could you step down and show us the significant addresses you described previously?
All right, that's 1174 Bradley there. Mr. Govan's address is directly across the street.
Also, as the case officer, would you be aware of other various investigations that were going on as part of this investigation?
Yes,
Were phones collected from various entities as part of this investigation?
they were.
And as part of that investigation, were there phone dumps and call records collected?
They were.
One last thing, you made it to the rank of sergeant, is that correct?
That's correct.
You've also been an investigator and a detective coming through the ranks, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
As part of your investigating crime scenes or just going to different crime scenes,
Run my likes up, hit my likes.
become aware of various security cameras that may be in businesses.
We did.
And is there usually a time frame those things need to be collected?
The quicker the better. Some businesses they record over the video. Some, may last for a few days, a few weeks. So.
In this case, if you did not learn about a particular area of significance or place of interest until, for instance, a month later, possibly that information is wrong. Is that correct?
Objection, speculation, and leading your.
Day 2 of Dolph. Day 2 of Govan trial.
And I'm sure the defense will ask this question, but I'll ask you, did you all investigate any possible video of Pressure World?
No, we did not.
And when did you learn about anything that may have been of significance in Pressure World?
It was weeks, month later. So.
I'll pass the lead.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to the deputy. We have a little sign language. Okay. Sergeant Dabney, thank you. You came down from Michigan just for this, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. I appreciate your years of service, and I'm glad you're here so we can talk. I guess they've been asking you about these cameras and things like that. Let's just tell it how it is. Nobody during this investigation ever went to pressure roll to check about the cameras, right?
No.
Nobody in this investigation ever went to AutoZone to check if the cameras were there.
No, we didn't.
Nobody went to the AutoZone that Cornelius Smith said he went to buy a car cover to see if there's a receipt or some surveillance or something like that inside the AutoZone, right?
No.
Okay. Those are things that would be important to try to corroborate a witness who obviously is the shooter in this case, to make sure he's not lying to you, right?
Yes.
And when people get caught, they generally lie to police. Is that uncommon?
Sometimes.
All right. Do people lie to get out of trouble?
Sometimes, yes.
Do people lie to cut deals?
Sometimes, yes.
Also, with regards to the area around Pressure Wall, it's a pretty busy area, right?
It is.
And you know there's those little MPD city cameras up and down that street, right? And if you don't know, you don't know, but there are those, that's an MPD camera right on the post.
It could be. We have neighborhoods that are their own, but it could be too.
Okay, but that looks like a typical police camera that neighborhoods have or the streets have.
Yes, sir, it does.
All right, and you know for a fact that in front of the Pressure Wall area, it's a busy thoroughfare, there's these cameras.
I didn't know.
Okay, and then behind the Pressure Wall in the neighborhood, that's the next exhibit, Your Honor. Just does the description of what a city camera looks like.
Any objection? So, do we know where this is? Do you
It's,
have a location?
yes, it's at Pressure Wall by the street, but he wasn't sure, so I'm not gonna put words in his mouth.
So this is a, picture of, what's been described as what could be a city camera on a whole, we'll mark this as exhibit 16.
And these cameras are sort of all over the city on busy thoroughfares and stuff like that.
They are.
All right. Could I publish it, Your Honor?
Sure.
I'll do it the old-fashioned way, because I don't have it. I'm just gonna walk. Is that all right?
That's fine, that's fine.
All right. So this is what the typical MPD cameras sort of look like.
Well, excuse me, just publish,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no commentary. If you have more questions for the witness, that's,
I was asking a question, but I'll wait. And so you all use these types of cameras to help solve crimes. That's sort of the whole point, right?
To gather evidence, yes.
Yeah. I guess the biggest question that I've had that I've been asking people throughout this trial is, if you believe Mr. Cornelius and you believe what he told his girlfriend,
Your Honor, Jeff, and he's concerning what previous witnesses said, that's provided.
approach.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Smash that like button. Share this live. Share this live. Hit that like button. You tuning in to Ghetto DVD.
You don't have to believe, let me ask it this way. If Cornelius Smith and Angela Arnold repeatedly told you all that Jook was the one that was calling the shots, I think even in your report you guys said Jook's the mastermind. That would cause you to go interview Jook because that's an important piece of information, right?
Doing the investigation, yes.
Right. But as lead detective, at no point during the investigation did we attempt to talk to Jook.
We hadn't made it that far, no.
We hadn't made it that far. Okay, it's been 4 years, and we know Jook died 2.5 years after the case. We know
Drop
everybody
them
already been
flippers.
indicted
Drop them
within a few
flippers.
months of the arrest taking place. But we
Martavius,
never
I
went to
see.
talk to Jook, even after Cornelius and Angela repeatedly said he was the mastermind. I think that's the phrase you guys used in your Operation Cookie Monster slideshow, right?
But I am going to object to this final question is it relevant?
Of course it's relevant. He's a suspect. The reason I ask is these people have come in here and testified and said they're telling the truth. So if those people, they testified that they're telling the truth. They talked about Mr. Govan here. They talked about Jook, and we can quibble about who's in charge or whose house or who whatever. But clearly, Jook was a suspect in this case.
Yes.
But he was never followed up with at all by Memphis Police Department at any point in this investigation, even though he died 2.5 years later.
Not at the time, no.
Okay.
In the dough. 7-4 in the dough.
That's it. 1 second. Thank you, sir. That's all I have.
I'll read it.
Your Honor, before this next witness, we do have a preliminary matter specifically for this witness.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to take a brief break. I don't know how long this preliminary matter is going to take, so lunch might get here in the meantime, but let's take a brief break.
Sure,
Let's
excuse me.
take a brief break.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Run it up. We report live. We live on Ghetto DVD right now. We tune in, man. You tune in to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? RP Flipper, you feel me? I was down there when this shit first kicked off, man. Shout out to everybody and you on YouTube. Shout out to everybody, man. We still holding it down. We still out here, man. I just want everybody to, you know what I'm saying? Continue to share my live, you feel me? We gonna keep turning up for y'all. But with this day 2 of the Young Dolph trial, you feel me? I want y'all to tap in with me, man. Share this live to Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. Share this on every platform. Share this on every platform, man. Y'all can share this on every platform. Finna drop that cash app in the chat too. So y'all can, you know. We trying to get it back up. StreamYard is 50 now. StreamYard is 50. They want 50 for StreamYard was 25 when I first started out doing this with Dolph. You feel me? You feel me? We got to get it back up. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our page and our numbers back up. We got to get it back up. I don't know how much more I could tell you. We got to get these numbers back up over here on Ghetto DVD Live. Y'all got to share. Y'all got to tap in. Y'all got to make sure y'all know what's going on. Y'all got to support the channel. It's a lot of subscription. I went out. I just said I'm going to spread the love. I'm going to go subscribe to some channels. I'm going to comment on some people's things. And I want y'all to tap back in with me, man. You only get one shot at this YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So when you get your shot, you got to go ahead and take advantage while you got it. You feel me? We gotta take advantage while we got it. While we got the chance, you know, because they don't want to see us shine. They don't want to see us win, you feel me? But they gotta, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got no other choice but to see us win. You see, they was hating like this is a sign of hate. They was hating on young Dolph. Dolph was minding his business. Dolph was minding his business, man. That's what I want y'all to know. Dolph was minding his business. And for a pill head animal like Cornelius, he a pill popping animal, and he just took Dolph's life for no reason. He did. That was a sign of hate. There was no love involved in that, and it's just sad to see how they took Dolph out. And Dolph had so many people up under him, and he had a large family. He had kids. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph had kids. You feel me? I met his whole family, man. And y'all just gotta pay attention, man. Like, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. You feel me? The plot thickens. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay focused. You feel me? You gotta keep your head above water. You gotta stay focused. You feel me? Because they want to see us go down. They want to see Dolph down. They want to see all the real niggas down. But we gotta have perseverance, and we gotta stay focused and keep motivating each other. Keep telling people, man. Keep doing your social media. Stay up out the streets. Do something positive. You feel me? But this day 2 of the Young Dolph trial. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to stay motivated, stay prayed up, stay blessed up. Don't let these people stop you from shining. Don't let nobody stop you from shining. Because they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you out here making money. They don't want if you don't work with them, look at that. Dude was hating. He talking about motherfucker Dolph didn't sign to him or some goofy shit like that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like it's just hate. It's just like hate. Like, guys, they don't know how to get it out here on the mud. Like I told y'all, like, what they plan was, look at it now. They plan was to get Dolph out the way and corner the music in Memphis. Because music is a big business in Memphis. Y'all run me up. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that string, man. That screen, run me up. Y'all double tap that screen. I'm finna play a song. Yo, shit, I don't give no fuck about these hoes. I don't really shit. I be out here trying to taste me. This shit for real. You don't wanna see me getting money. You don't wanna see me ride 26s riding funny. Cadillac on Vogue. You don't wanna see me doing that. You too busy worried who was that. I'm round. Everything me, the killer cook up and hitting. Nothing less than a half a key, nigga. When you straight drop it, it's gonna be what it be, nigga. I'm gonna keep it real. No Pyrex pot. Just stainless steel. All my killers in the field. I'm trying to transition into getting money off this rapping shit. Don't get mad cause your bitch was out doing dicks. Running round, 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 running money, you wanna see me ride 26s riding funny. Cadillac on Vogue, you don't wanna see me doing that. You too busy worrying who is that. A bitch left her daughter, she running around drinking cold water. I think these hoes stay a little smarter. And I stay icy, a little pricey, never like no white tea. Yo, running round, running round. No fuck about these hoes. I don't really shit. They're trying to take me. This shit for real. This shit ain't no Yo, you don't wanna see me getting money. You don't wanna see me ride 26s riding funny. Cadillac on Vogue. You don't wanna see me doing that.
That's a
I'm
stipulation.
too busy worried who
Stipulation to the ownership of the phone.
round. Everything me, the killer cook up and hitting. Nothing less than a half a key, nigga. When you straight drop, it's gonna be what it be, nigga. I'm gonna keep it real. No Pyrex pot. Just stainless steel. All my killers in the field. I'm trying to transition into getting money off this rapping shit. Don't get mad cause your bitch is out doing dicks. Running round, 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 running You don't wanna see me getting money. You don't wanna see me ride 26s riding funny. Cadillac on Vogue. You don't wanna see me doing that. You too busy worried who is that. A bitch left her daughter. She running around drinking cold water. I think these hoes they'll be a little smarter. Bitch, I stay icy, white tee, and I got a white tee. Man, when I come up. Man, bitch, I'm trying to hold it down for the fucking land, ho. And I ain't playing with the. Man. Yo, trying to tell you, this shit for real. This shit ain't no
All right, you ready for it?
Your Honor, I do want to clarify something, so for on
It's riding funny.
so
Cadillac
we
on
have all
both.
detail records for the self-authenticated
Busy worried who was that? Everything we
five
need.
different
Will cook up we
flash
hit
drives.
it. Nothing less than a half a key, nigga.
Should we do
Straight drop.
like
It's gonna be
18A,
nigga. I'm gonna keep it real.
that's also
No
on the
pirates
flash
pop.
drive, are
Just stainless
extraction
steel. All my killers in the field. I'm trying to transition and keep getting money off this rapping shit. Don't get mad cause your bitch is out doing things.
how what is this?
Running round, running round. Running round, running round. Running round, running round. Running round, running round.
Flash drive will have, they may have all detail records that are already stipulated, and some of them may have each one is already committed in there. So that's why I was asking.
Cadillac on
All
bold. You don't want to see me doing that. You too busy
phone
working
number
with
ending
that.
6236, for example, should there be 18B? I just want it clear for the record.
Sure.
Cadillac.
I think that might make it clearer. So if reviewed,
Yes,
the people will know what exhibit this refers to.
and then, say if the phone number comes in, it will come in on 20 or 21 or something like that, and we can indicate that on the flash drive. Does that, or would the whole thing come in as 18A, B, C?
So what you're telling me is that we're now getting ready to get testimony as to each one of these people,
Yes,
each one of these phones,
yes,
and we're gonna have a flash drive to each.
yes.
I don't really think it makes any difference. We might as well just continue. Yeah, so let's say you do, the phone ended in 1625, which is the first number that's on your document.
Yes,
Just start with 19.
yes,
Yeah, let's keep it like that. Since there might be several layers to this, let's just continue in order.
yes,
I think sounds like this witness might be up for a while.
Honestly, I don't believe he'll be up there for very long.
We'll call you in 30 minutes.
we'll do next year.
That would help.
I'll leave that to it.
That would help. Young,
Yes.
Jerry Diane.
All right, can you read the stipulation?
So ladies and gentlemen, what she's getting ready to read to you is what we call a stipulation. A stipulation is an agreement by the parties that a particular piece of evidence is what it says it is, without having to call a witness to say so. Okay, and that's done oftentimes just to kind of speed the trial up a little bit. So here we go.
So this stipulation and the notice.
Okay. Do the stipulation first.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, indictment number 2204769. Order stipulating ownership of 901-859-1460. Whereas there having been presented to me the Honorable Jennifer Johnson Mitchell, Judge of Division 10 of the Criminal Court of Tennessee, 30th Judicial District at Memphis, for the purpose of trial, phone number 901-859-1460 belongs to the defendant, Hernandez Govan. This stipulation is in relation to motions heard by the court and ruled upon on July 30th, 2025 by this honorable court in the above pending case. The ownership of 901-859-1460 is stipulated by the Assistant District Attorney and Attorney for Defendant Hernandez Govan and shall be entered into evidence by agreement. It is therefore ordered, adjudged, and decreed. Signed, the Carla Taylor, Assistant District Attorney, Manny Aurora, Attorney for Defendant, and Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell. Signed, dated 8/19/25.
And so the next document she's going to read into evidence, because it has been admitted into evidence, is what is entitled a self-authenticating document as to certain cell phone records. You're getting ready to hear some testimony about cell phone records of different people that you've heard testimony about already. And the law allows for certain records to be authenticated, again, without having to call a witness to testify about them, through certain documents that come from the cell phone company. So she's getting ready to read that to you also.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, indictment number 2204769. Self-authentication pursuant to Tennessee Rules of Evidence 90211. Pursuant to Tennessee Rules of Evidence 902 subsection 11, the following call records have self-authenticating certificates and are admissible into evidence. Justin Johnson, 901-236-1625. Cornelia Smith, 901-513-6236. 901-479-3786. Angela Arnold, 901-370-0185. And Anthony Mims, 901-692-2767. ATT GLDC file number 3359085. Certificates of authenticity are attached. Signed, Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell, Judge, Criminal Court, Division 10.
Thank you. You may call me in.
The state calls Michael Garner.
Stand right here, sir. Raise your right hand facing y'all.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
morning.
Good morning.
Could you state and spell your name for the record?
My name is Michael Garner, Michael Garner.
And where are you currently employed?
Currently employed with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, TBI.
And what's your position?
I'm a special agent,
So how long have you been working for TBI?
13 months.
And just for the jury, what is TBI?
TBI is the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We are the, top investigative agency in the state. So if any other agency, Sheriff's Department or Police Department, requires any assistance with any kind of investigation, they call upon the Bureau for assistance.
Prior to working at TBI, where were you?
I was a detective with the City of Memphis Police Department.
And how long have you been in that position?
I was with the police department for 20 years before I retired.
Was there a special unit or division you were assigned to?
My last assignment was the digital forensics unit. I was a detective in that unit.
As a part of your job duties, did you often look at cell phones?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get data from cell phones?
Yes, ma'am.
So how would you get data from cell phones?
So the process is similar with the TBI and with the Memphis Police Department. We have hardware and software that is designed to take the machine language from the phone, because it's a computer, and remove that data from that device in a forensically sound method. And then we use software to then decode that from a machine language to a human readable language. And we use products like Celebrite and Gray Key to both extract and decode and parse that data.
So the cell phones that you look at, are those cell phones usually a part of some sort of investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall looking at cell phones related to the investigation on the Adolph Thornton homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
And the phones that you looked at for this particular case, I'm gonna go through them one by one, but do you recall looking at an LG phone?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you recall that number having a phone number ending, do you recall that device having a phone number ending in 0185?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall looking at an iPhone 11?
Yes, ma'am.
And did one of those devices have a phone number ending in 1625?
Yes, the iPhone 11. Yes, ma'am.
And did you happen to have another iPhone 11?
I had an iPhone 11 Pro
Okay.
that I also examined.
Did that device have a phone number ending in 2767?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you also have a Samsung Galaxy?
Yes, ma'am.
And were there multiple numbers affiliated with that phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are one of those numbers 3786?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that other number 6236?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you extracted data from each of those devices,
Yes, ma'am.
the physical devices?
I did.
Okay. And you talked earlier about using a software called Celebrate.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you extracted data from those particular phones in this investigation, did you use Celebrite to decode the data?
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you happen to analyze that data?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. Do you happen to know who analyzed that data?
Once I parsed the data, I created a report. That data was then given to Sergeant Dabney and Sergeant Brown.
Okay. I'm going to show you 5 flash drives. Do you happen to know what those flash drives are?
These flash drives contain CDRs and phone extraction reports that I generated.
Okay. And have you seen those flash drives before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How do you know that you've seen them before?
I opened each flash drive and examined the data that was on them just to make sure that what was written on the envelope was actually contained on the flash drive right outside about 30 minutes ago.
Did you happen to write anything on the envelopes?
I put my initials on each envelope after I opened the drive and examined what was on them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in your evaluation of the contents of those flash drives, do you happen to know whose numbers are affiliated with each number?
Yes, ma'am. The Justin Johnson extraction that I have right here is the telephone number ending at 1625. And that contains the phone and the CDRs that were done on that. This envelope here says Cornelius on it. It's Cornelius Smith. It's the phone number and CDRs for phone number ending in 6236. The Cornelius Smith's phone had two numbers associated with it. This is the CDR for the phone number ending in 3786. So that's just the CDRs only on that one. This is Anthony Mims' iPhone extraction and the CDRs for phone number ending in 2767. And Angela Arnold, LG extraction and CDRs for phone number ending in 0185.
And just for the jury's clarification, could you explain what is a CDR?
So a CDR is an acronym for call detail records. So a phone has all the calls that you made, but it's user accessible. So you can go in and delete calls and things like that. A CDR is from the carrier, the call detail records. So if you have an AT&T phone number, law enforcement can submit paperwork to AT&T to get the call detail records. And we use these in forensics to kind of verify and validate what we find on the phone. And it can also show sometimes if data was deleted from the phone, the user cannot access the CDRs, the call detail records. So if we see calls that are missing, they will show up in the CDRs. So we just use the CDRs to validate and marry up with the phone data. And we get that from the carrier.
At Travelers, we're driven by care. That's why our superior auto claim service is there when you need it most.
The first one is, this is a brown envelope that contains a zip drive. The envelope is labeled Dustin Johnson, extraction in CDR 621625, with the officer's initials on. We'll mark that as exhibit 19. The next one is envelope with, that contains a zip drive. It's for Cornelius Smith. It says phone dump and CDR for number 6236. It has the officer's initials on it also. We'll mark that as exhibit 20. The next one, it also belongs to Cornelius Smith. It's a brown envelope with a zip drive inside. And it's for phone number 37886, and it's just call detail record. That's the officer's signature on it. We'll mark this as exhibit 21. The next one is for Anthony Mims. It is a brown envelope with a zip drive inside. It is a phone extraction and call detail records for phone number 2767 with the officer's signature initials. We'll mark it as exhibit 22. And the last one is for Angela Arnold. His phone extraction and call detail records for phone number ending in 10185 with the officer's signature. We'll mark it as exhibit 23.
clarification, you did not analyze those extractions.
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor?
Hi there, Agent Dabney. My name is Manny Aurora. We met earlier today.
Yes, sir.
Garner, I'm sorry. It says Holy Justin here. With regards to my understanding of cell phones, if you could just sort of dumb it down for me.
Yes, sir.
CDRs, call data records,
Call detail records.
call detail records.
Yes, sir.
And so that tells you what phone calls were made, when they were made, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And it also gives you like GPS coordinates of approximately which tower would have been used to make that call.
The GPS that are in the records relate to the tower location.
Right.
So, yes, sir.
Okay. So you would agree that the tower locations aren't 100% accurate. It's just there could be a tower 10 feet from me, but if it's full, it's going to kick me down half a mile or whatever it might be.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with the call detail record, you can see who called whom,
Yes, sir.
incoming, outgoing. And there is information as to which tower it would have been used. It doesn't put you there necessarily, but relatively close, right?
Just the device connected to that tower. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were asked to sort of do the location from the CDRs for just two different phones as part of your investigation, right?
That's correct, sir.
And that was the 1625 for Justin Johnson,
Yes, sir.
and then the 6236 for Mr. Cornelius Smith.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And you were asked to do that in 2024.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nobody's ever asked you from the DA's office or anyplace else to sort of map out anybody else's phone as to where they might have been at any given time.
No, sir.
With regards to the towers, we were talking about, these are AT&T records that you downloaded or whatever the term would be, right?
I would need to look at them. I know one of them was a T-Mobile.
Okay, frankly, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's all good for the evidence. I lost my train of thought. You'd think I'd be smarter than that, but with regards to these phones, you did a slide that you were kind enough to share with me. Could you put that up, please? It is,
Has Ms. Taylor seen what you're offering?
yes, Your Honor. It's number 14, Your Honor, slide. You can just write it.
Exhibit 14?
No, Your Honor, it's slide 14.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to show you, did you do a sort of a PowerPoint slideshow to prepare in this case?
No, sir.
Okay, so this cyber crimes thing, that's not you.
That was for trial last year, sir.
Okay. Related trial in this case,
Yes, sir.
for Justin Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The information is still the same. You didn't do any more location data for any
That's
other
correct.
phone.
That's correct, sir.
Just those two phones that I mentioned,
Yes, sir.
Justin and Cornelius.
Yes, sir.
As part of that trial, if I could show you one of the items that you created. as far as the CDRs go, whether a smart criminal ditches their phone, doesn't do whatever, you can get the CDRs directly from the phone company. You don't need the actual phone.
That's correct, sir.
And the dumps, that's the actual phone that you described to the jury where you could download text messages and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then people could delete those, this and that, and you would see a text was sent on the CDR, but you wouldn't know what was said.
Correct, no content. Yes, sir.
Okay. With regards to the codes next to the phones, there's like 2A, there's 11, stuff like that. What does 2A mean if it's written next to the phone call?
I would actually like to see the definitions page if I could.
Sure.
But usually with.
Could I show him the definition? Yes.
Yes, sir. The code 02A, also a call came in, was not answered, and was sent to voicemail.
Okay. And what about the 11 that's farther down?
Dutch Boy Professional Series works hard for you with top quality primers, durable interior and exterior.
They did not restrict their phone number from being viewed from the person that's calling them.
Okay. And with regards to those phone calls, some providers, like once you hit the enter button, the seconds of the call start immediately right away, as soon as I hit a call. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then in some cases, until the phone gets picked up, it doesn't tell you how long the phone call is. If I'm calling you and I hit Special Agent Garner call,
Yes, sir.
the clock starts running, right?
Yes, sir.
So generally, if the phone's gonna ring 3, 4, 5 times, you'll have 15, 20 seconds sort of already on the call, even though nobody picked it up.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And then if it goes to voicemail, you can have another 10 or 15 seconds on the call, or however long your voicemail is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then with code 11, we don't know for sure if it's picked up or not, but it could have gone to voicemail, it could go anywhere. It's just, somebody would have to testify to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I repeat that back?
Absolutely.
With regards to Pressure World or AutoZone, you were never asked to review any of the 1625 or the 6236 phone records for those areas, right?
No, sir, I was not.
Okay. And so we had testimony you talked about, well, you haven't talked about it, but if I live, let's say, for example, this hypothetical Bradley Street, and then somebody else lives like 2, maybe 3 minutes away, maybe the street over, something like that, would the same tower arguably be able to be pinging off both their phones?
Yes, it's, yes, absolutely.
All right. So if I live near somebody, the phones are gonna ping. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm at their house or there. I'm just in the area.
It's in the area the tower provides service for. Yes, sir.
And if the tower closest to me was full, like you said, it could kick out half a mile up the road to the next tower.
To the next available tower. Yes, sir.
Okay. One second. And with regards to tower coverage, let's just say in the Memphis area, I mean, how many miles does a tower arguably cover if it had?
It's not even miles, sir.
Okay.
So to actually get the coverage of a tower, you would have to do a drive test.
Okay.
We did not do a drive test on this.
Okay.
From past experience, having done towers, you can roughly estimate the coverage of a tower by finding the closest tower to it and multiplying that distance by 0.6.
Okay.
And that's not exact. That is an estimate.
Sure.
Because the cell signal is actually going to overlap so that it can provide the best coverage. So it's not going to be a 50-50. So the coverage would be, but from the one cell tower to the next, and then that distance, multiplied by 0.6.
Right. I don't want to do too much math, that's why I became a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
But again, that's if that tower has space on it, otherwise it could be kicked out further.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, Do you recall how many towers were in the Orange Mound area?
I do not recall.
Okay,
The, when I mapped out the T-Mobile records, I did a 10-mile radius, and just to show how many T-Mobile towers were in a 10-mile radius from an address, and I think it was 553 T-Mobile towers that were in that 10-mile radius.
all right, and then you would have more towers for AT&T or Sprint or other stuff like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And again, the only location stuff that they were asked you to do was 1625 and 6236, just in Cornelius. And nothing about AutoZone or pressure wood.
Yes, sir.
I think that's all I have. Thank you, Agent Norton.
Yes, sir.
Jim, Ms. Williams? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's lunchtime. Don't talk about this. Keep your notes here. Go enjoy your lunch, and we'll be back here at 2 o'clock.
What time did you say?
Bang, bang, bang. Get money gang. Y'all run it up. Run me up. Hit that like button. We in the building. It's day 5 at Govan. Day 2 is recess. It's 1 o'clock. Y'all tune in. We out here.